What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So FIFA 23 is like just over a week away, and there are still some people that are not sure how chemistry works. So if you didn't know, FIFA 23 has overhauled the whole chemistry system. They've changed the way links are, they've changed team chem, they've changed player chem. Some people are still not sure how it works. So I promise you, after watching this video, every one of you will understand how the new chemistry system works. If you still have any other questions, leave a comment down below. I promise I will reply to every comment. So let's get into the video. So let's start off with the biggest changes that FIFA 23 chemistry will have compared to previous FIFAs. First one, and we're going to use Footbin for all of this. First one, you can see this is a FIFA 23 squad builder. There is no links. If we went to a FIFA 22 squad builder, you can see there's links everywhere. In fact, let me quickly move my webcam down here. All right, that will work for the time being for this video, just so you can see the whole of the team. So, biggest changes. There's no links. This is FIFA 22 and previous years. This is FIFA 23. There is no links for this. Okay, so also when it comes to chemistry with FIFA 20, but with FIFA 22 and previous years, there was 100 team chem, and each player had 10 chemistry to get. So you can get players with 5, 6, 7 chemistry and still have 100 team chem. With FIFA 23, that is no longer the case. You can see the total chemistry is 33 and each player gets 3 chem. Okay, so every player will have to get full chemistry, which is 3 to get you full team chem. Okay, it's 3 is the max chemistry for a player. There's 11 players in a team, 3 times 11. That makes up their 33 chemistry. Also, position changes. There isn't any position changes anymore. Well, you can't change position to wherever you want, put it that way. Each player has up to 4 positions they can play. Some have 1 position, some have 2, some have 3, some have 4. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So let's try. Let's try Cancelo. So we'll start with Cancelo. So you can see he can play left back, left wing back, or right back, and he'll still get chemistry wherever we play him. But you can see from here, he can't play right wing back. So you can't put him as a right back and then position modify him to a right wing back. Okay, you have to play him as a right. Oh, let me get back out of there. You have to play him as a right back, left back, or left wing back. And then I'll show you a better example. We'll get Mbappe. He can play a striker, a left wing, or a centre forward. He still gets chem here, he'll still get chem here, he'll still get chem playing as a centre forward. You can't put him anymore from a striker to a CF to a cam to a centre mid to a CDM. They won't work. Okay, you can see here, he's got the exclamation point. Let me make that go a little bit further in. He's got the exclamation point, which shows he's not going to get chemistry. So you have to get players playing to each of their positions. I don't think their positions are set 100% in game yet, but when the game gets released or the web app gets released, we'll know more about that. Okay, so also with the links being gone, it just means, let's say we put Mbappe there, and then let's say we put Pogba there, and then we'll put Varane there. They will all still get links, but in FIFA 22, if we put, let's just put any version of them, Pogba, and then Varane, they would have to get, like, for example, there's no links between them. This wouldn't count as chemistry for these players. You know, they would all have to link up. While on FIFA 23, that happens as well. Okay, so no links. Players can play anywhere. They will all link with each other, regardless of as long as wherever they play, as long as they're in a set position. Also, last thing before we build a team as well, a player can play anywhere on the pitch that they want. Like, I could put Varane as a centre mid. I could put Varane as a centre mid and could play him there. He will not lose stats. Previously, and I'll show you what I mean. This is my FIFA 22 squad. If I was to take Neymar out and put in, let's say, Chiellini, you can see all of the red stats. He gets downgraded all the red stats. In FIFA 23, that doesn't happen. Varane won't get downgraded any stats. He'll just play at base stats, which is a good thing. So you can, like, if depending on how big of an upgrade team chemistry gives you, if it's not that big, it will be better. So then you can play players anywhere you want, and they'll always play to their base stats. They won't increase stats, which they do with chemistry, but they'll play to their base stats. They won't lose stats, which is pretty decent. All right, so that goes over the changes. And this video will be quite long. I do want to cover everything. Let's go over how players actually get chemistry points. And now all you have to do is look in the top right-hand side of the screen here. You can see I've highlighted it. Every player has the club they play for, has the league they play in, and also has the nation they play for. That's how players get chemistry points. You can see 2 players from PSG will give Mbappe 1 chemistry point, or the other player from PSG a chemistry point. The next, if there's 3 players from the French league, he'll get another chemistry point. And if he has another French player in there, he'll get another chemistry point. Or you can have 4 players from PSG, or 3 other players from PSG in a squad. That will give him 2 chemistry points. He can have 5 players from Ligue 1. That will give him 2 chemistry points. You can see here how it breaks down. Okay, so you get 1 chemistry point for having 2 players from the same club, and then you get another chemistry point if you have 4 players from the same club, and then another chemistry point if you get 7 players from the same club. Okay, same thing with league. 3 players from the same league, you get 1 chemistry point. 5 players from the same league, you get 2 chemistry points. And then 8 players from the same league, you get 3 chemistry points. So you can see how it works. It's pretty simple. Now, let's build a squad. And like I said, I want to use 3 leagues with at least 4 nations. We'll try and push 5 nations if we can. And I'll show you guys how easy it is to build a squad in this. I don't want this video to last too long either, so we'll try and get this done as quick as possible. After we've done this squad, we'll go over icons and heroes. They're not too important. They don't make a huge deal like they did in previous FIFAs to chemistry points. So, all right, let's build a squad. Let's just start with Ken. Let's say we want to go start off with Premier League. Let's say we want Cancelo. So you can see on the top right-hand side, how are we going to get Cancelo chemistry? Let's say we get Kyle Walker. Now, you can see both of these guys have 1 chemistry point. And you can see the chemistry points. Let me try and zoom in. Here, there it shows you everything you need to know. Okay, it shows you how many chemistry points the players have, 3 being the max. All right, let's just call them diamonds for now. All right, so let me scroll out one more. Okay, so they've both got 1 chemistry point, and that's because they get it from playing at Man City. So there's 2 Man City tokens in there, which gives them both 1 chemistry point. If I was to get another Premier League player, you can see we'll hit the 3 threshold, so they will get another point of chemistry. And I will show you what I mean. Let's just put Thiago. You can see the Man City players have 2 chemistry points, 1 from having 2 Man City players, 1 from having 3 Premier League players, while Thiago only has 1 chemistry point because he only has the 1 chemistry point from the 3 Premier League players. There isn't another Liverpool player to give him another point of chemistry. I hope you're following. So, and let me show you now. If let's say we put in another Man City player, you can see they haven't gone up to 3 chemistry. Just because you see from the top right hand side, I need 4 players. The first threshold is 2 Man City players. The second threshold for another point is 4 Man City players. And I've only got 3. Okay, so they've all got 2 diamonds. 1 from having 2 Man City players, 1 from having 3 Premier League players. So Edison's obviously got Kyle Walker and Cancelo and vice versa. And they're all playing in the Premier League. So let's be done with the Premier League from there. Obviously, we could just make a full Premier League team or full nation team and then be done with the chemistry. Let's switch it up. We'll do it 1 by 1 player. All right, so let's go to Kyle Walker now. And this is where I think a lot of people get confused. Let's go to Kyle Walker. I will make this quick. Let's think about how we can get Kyle Walker to play on full chemistry now. So he needs 1 more point. But we don't want to go to the Premier League. All right, we say we've run out of Premier League players. But we need Kyle Walker to get 1 more point. So we can't use Man City players because we don't want to use any more Premier League players. We can't use Premier League players because we don't want to. So the next thing to do is, you'll see it from the right hand side, we have to get someone English. So let me think. Who's English in a different league? All right, this should work. Let's go for Hudson-Odoi. So he's English, plays in the German league. You can see that gives Kyle Walker at the bottom full chemistry. It doesn't affect Edison or Cancelo because they're not English. The only thing we've changed and added to this chemistry is an English player. Hudson-Odoi playing in the German league doesn't affect Cancelo or Edison because they both play in the Premier League. He's English, well, he's Portuguese, he's Brazilian, so he only affects Kyle Walker because they have the English nationality in common. So now Kyle Walker's on full chem. Hudson-Odoi is only on 1 chemistry point, and that's because there's 2 English players, himself and Kyle Walker. There's no Bundesliga players, there's no Bayern Leverkusen players, which is the club he plays for. So he's only on 1 chemistry point, which we'll fix in a bit. Okay, let's say we want Cancelo to go on full chemistry next. And let's pick a different league. And again, this is where it gets a little bit more confusing. So again, we don't want to go Bundesliga. We don't want to go to the Premier League. So how can we get Cancelo on full chemistry? You can see again, he needs 1 more Portuguese. He needs 1 more here. Portuguese player. You can see from the top right, 1 more, and that will give him another point of chemistry. So let's go to La Liga. Let's get João Felix. Okay, now we've got João Felix in the squad. Let me push this back out so you can see a bit more. Now we've got João Felix in the squad. You can see Cancelo's gone to 3 points of chem. He's got full chemistry. Felix has only got 1, and that's because you guys will know it's him that's Portuguese, and there's Cancelo that's Portuguese. That's the only point of chemistry he's got. So let's quickly finish building this team to get everyone on full chem. So Cancelo's on full chem, Kyle Walker's on full chem. Now let's look to get Edison on full chem. Now we're gonna have to go to the German league or the Spanish league for this. We won't be able to get another league in with the way this chemistry is. So let's find a Brazilian from La Liga. Okay, Rodrigo. So you can see now that's given Edison full chemistry. So he's got 3 points of chemistry, 1 point of chemistry from 2 Man City players, 1 point from having 3 Premier League players, 1 point from having 2 Brazilians, which you can see all on the right hand side. Now, this is the trickiest part. I want to get Hudson-Odoi on full chem, João Felix on full chem, Rodrigo on full chem. So let's start building into this now. Let's start with João Felix. For him to get on full chemistry, we're going to need more La Liga players, more players from Atletico Madrid. Hopefully Brazilians that can link to Rodrigo as well to make it life easier for him. So let's get... Does he still play for... Yeah, perfect. So he's Matheus Cunha. He still plays Atletico Madrid. I've got him in you can see I've got him in a CM position, and he's not getting chemistry because the positions he can play are striker, cam, left mid, and centre forward. So let me just switch this 4-3-3 to a 4-3-3-4. We'll switch him to cam. Okay, now you can see from adding one player, João Felix and Matheus Cunha both get full chemistry. And let's explain how they get full chem. João Felix gets full chemistry because there's 2 players from Atletico Madrid, which gives him 1 point. 2 Portuguese players with him and Cancelo, which gives him the 2nd point. And then there's 3 players from La Liga, which is him, Matheus Cunha and Rodrigo, which gives him the 3rd chemistry point. So you can see it's not hard to build chemistry. And Matheus Cunha is exactly the same. He gets 1 point of chemistry from 2 Atletico Madrid players, 1 point of chemistry from 2 Brazilians, and then 1 point of chemistry from having 3 players from La Liga. Now we've got Rodrigo. In fact, let's give Rodrigo a miss for a minute. Let's build up Hudson-Odoi's chemistry. So let's find someone from Bayern Leverkusen. Can Wirtz play centre mid? Yeah, so let's get Wirtz in. Now you can see Hudson-Odoi is on 2 points of chemistry, 1 point of chemistry from 2 English players with him and Kyle Walker, another point of chemistry from having 2 players from Bayern Leverkusen, which is him and Wirtz. Okay, you can see Wirtz has only got 1 point of chemistry, and that's from 2 players from Bayern Munich. There's no other players from Bundesliga. There's no other Germans. So if I got another German in, he would get another point of chemistry. If I got another Bundesliga player to make it 3 players from there, he would get another point in chemistry. So we'll sort that out in a minute. Now, so Hudson-Odoi's got 2 points of chemistry. Wirtz has got 1. Rodrigo's got 2. An easy way to fix this would be we could get Toni Kroos. He's a Real Madrid player and he's German. So it will help Rodrigo out, get another point in chemistry, because we know 2 players from the same club will get 1 whole point in chemistry. And then he's German, which will help Wirtz get another point in chemistry as well. So there we go. You see that? Rodrigo's got 3 points of chemistry. Kroos automatically has 3 points of chemistry. Wirtz has gone up to 2 points of chemistry because he's got another German now. So let's see what we just did. Kroos has got 1 point of chemistry from 2 Real Madrid players. He's got 1 point of chemistry from 3 La Liga players. And he's got his 3rd point of chemistry from 2 German players. So it's pretty simple. Let's finish off building the defense. Now, let's make it a little bit harder. So we'll go Bundesliga for defense. Let me think about who we can get. So League, Bundesliga, centre back. Let's have a look. Let's try Simakan. So, Leipzig player. Okay, so Simakan from RB Leipzig, Bundesliga team. So he's got 1 point in chemistry. Where did he get 1 point in chemistry from? You'll see from the right hand side, he's got 1 point in chemistry from Hudson-Odoi, Wirtz, and himself. All 3 of them play in the Bundesliga. We need him to get another 2 points of chemistry, but we've only got 1 player left. So it's sort of impossible to get from 1 player. You know, 1 player can't give him 2 points of chemistry unless it's a French player from the same league as a centre back, and I don't think that is even RB. Oh, that's Salzburg. Leipzig position centre back. So he's the only French centre back they've got. Let's put Gvardiol in. So now you can see Watts has 3 points of chemistry. Hudson-Odoi has 3 points of chemistry. Simican and Gvardiol only have 2 points of chemistry. Yet the whole team's filled out. So how do we get them on 3 points? Let's see where they're getting their 2 points from first of all. So again, let's go to the top right hand side. Bundesliga, they get in 1 point of chemistry for having 3 players. You know, they're 1 point away from another one. They've got another point of chemistry from having down here. Oh, you guys can't see, but down here, there's 2 Leipzig players, which is him and Simican. That's the only chemistry they get in. But at the top, you can see, because I've got 4 players from the Bundesliga. I've got Hudson-Odoi, I've got Wirtz, Simican, and Gvardiol. The next notch at the top is, and you can see, 5 points of chemistry. So all we need to do is just get any manager, nation. We can get anyone. Spanish, a league, Bundesliga. Put him in. It doesn't really matter about the nationality. We don't really need it. And then there you go. The Bundesliga manager gave us 1 extra notch to get to 5. And that is pretty much how chemistry works. So we've got, how many nations? We've got Portugal, France, Croatia, Brazil, German, English. We got like 6 nations. So we've got 6 nations and we've got 3 leagues. So it just shows you guys it's not the hardest thing to do in FIFA 23 to build chemistry. Before we finish, in terms of heroes and icons, you'll see from the right hand side again. For example, if we got Pele, he would get another point in chemistry because icons give 2 points of chemistry. That's it. They don't link to anyone else apart from their nation. Heroes give 2 points to their league. So, for example, let's say you got David Ginola. He's a hero in the French league. He wouldn't give anyone else chemistry apart from players in his league and the nation. Okay, so that is how chemistry works. If you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I do apologize for making it so long, but I did want to get through every tiny detail about chemistry. I will see you guys in the next video.